Hello there, and welcome to yet another episode of Irregular Beer Reviews, where regular doesn't refer to the beers being reviewed, but to the reviewer myself. I'm Jesse, and today I'm going to be doing a beer that I did have once before. It was, I believe, late last year. I bought this, was going to do a review on it, and then I ended up drinking it and not doing the review. This is Rooney's Old Irish Style Ale. So, let's get into the numbers on this. Beer Advocate gives it a 77, which is just okay, and that's with 34 ratings. Rate Beer gives it 48 overall with a 77 for the style, and the bros have not had this beer. It has an ABV of 5.5%. The style is an Irish red ale. The availability is rotating, and I'm not sure what the IBUs on this are. And Rooney's Old Irish Style Ale is brewed by the Pennsylvania Brewing Company out of Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. So I'm just going to read the script here from the bottle. It says, "The Rooney family is no stranger to the beer and pub business. Their roots go back to the turn of the 20th century when Dan Rooney opened the family's first pub on the corner of Corey and General Robinson Streets, where the Three Rivers Stadium later stood in Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. In 1933, the family entered the brewing business in Braddock, Pennsylvania. Today, the family celebrates both its Celtic and Pittsburgh pride with the next generation of brews, starting with Rooney's Old Irish Style Ale. Old Irish Style Ale. A blending of an Irish Style red ale and an American amber ale, this red amber copper ale is perfectly balanced with caramel-like toasted malt sweetness and medium hop bitterness and aroma. The finest American and European hops and barley are used to deliver its subtly complex flavors. Raise one for the old sod." The old sod. The emerald sod. Yeah, it's a term for Ireland. The old emerald sod. There we go. A little bit of smoke. Let's go ahead and get this poured. From what I remember, this beer was okay, but again, it was about a year ago that I had it, so kind of giving an aggressive pour here, try to get a nice head on it. And almost not any head at all, but alright, let's get an appearance on this beer. It is a nice dark amber, coppery red, very dark in the middle, but red tinges around the sides. Looks like Coca-Cola, pretty much. I'd say like the moderate carbonation. Nice amount of bubble streaming up. There was like maybe a quarter finger head for a second. It's gone now. It's just a frothy ring. Yeah, let's go on ahead and get a nose on this. Sweet malts, caramel, toffee, slightly, ever so slightly burnt. Picking up on a little bit of hops there. Floral. They're very floral. Sweet, maybe a little citrusy. Maybe the slightest hint of dark fruit. So let's go ahead and jump into this one. That's not bad. I'm not a big fan of Irish red ales or Irish style ales, but this one is okay. I mean, this is definitely better than like Smithwick's or Killigan's or something like that. But again, it's not my favorite style. I can see how it is different though. They said this is a combination of a traditional Irish red and an American amber, and I can see where this kind of meets somewhere in the middle. It's okay. It's pretty good. Right up front, you get those nice ever so slightly burnt malts, caramel, toffee, and then it's really, really floral on the flavor. Really flowery. It smells like it's almost roses is what it reminds me of, like a bouquet of roses. And it has this really nice bitter finish from, the hops. The hops are very floral, very East Coast. Very, very enjoyable, and it pairs well with the dark malts. I'd say this is an very extremely balanced, they do a good job balancing it's very well balanced. Extremely well balanced. I don't know why I couldn't put that sentence together in my head, but excuse me, it's an extremely well balanced beer. Very, very tasty. Again, this isn't my favorite style by any means, but this is pretty good. The number Beer Advocate gives it a 77, which is just okay. That's pretty average on their scale, and Rate Beer gives it a 48 overall, but a 77 for the style. So as far as the style goes, and it matches up pretty well to what Beer Advocate's saying, and I agree with that. I think this is a pretty damn good beer. I'm gonna go a little higher than that though. I'm gonna give Rooney's Old Irish Style Ale, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. That's a B from me. That's like an 80, and I would definitely recommend picking this up if you see it. This is worth trying. I'm not a huge fan of this style at all, but I really enjoy this one. This is a good one. And at 5.5%, this has the same ABV as a Budweiser or something. It's definitely drinkable. It's certainly sessionable. Obviously, you could have a lot of these over the course of the evening, and this is a good beer. I definitely like this beer. I would definitely recommend this beer, and if I see it again, I'll pick it up. I'm liking this. So, again, 8 out of 10 for Rooney's Old Irish Style Ale. Pick it up if you see it. This is a pretty damn good beer. I'm liking it. So, thank you for watching, and keep watching again in the future for more reviews. Prost.